like that. So first of all, I just want to start off by saying that obviously my name is Nathan McCullough. I'm an integrative health coach, and the Body Love program has been a program that I have developed basically over about 6 years of doing these online group programs that started off as sort of little 5-day programs, and then we did 14-day cleanses. And then as time has gone on and my approach has gotten broader, and people really shared a desire for something more than just kind of a quick fix kind of weight loss type of program. This program was really developed to help people create to create healthy habits and to create a sustainable lifestyle where they could, they could release any weight or fat that they wanted to, but also, get better energy, learn how to sleep better, learn how to make better food choices, understand what the glycemic index is, for example, or what makes your blood sugar kind of go out of whack. So we've really developed this program to help people fulfill on whatever goals that they have for themselves. So this is if you see on the front page here, this is my wife Simmer on the right hand side there in the sort of cream-ish top, and then her sister Deep right next to her. So they have a company called Glamour and Purpose, which is it's kind of a business coaching and development brand. And then also we have created this Body Love program. And so it's designed obviously not to be a diet. Okay. It's designed to be a lifestyle. So that's really that's really the philosophy that we have, is to give people a program that provides them with the education that they need so that when the program's over, they don't need us anymore. Okay. And so the program is free. The coaching is free. The accountability is free. We just ask people to purchase some of the core products from USANA that will help them out through the program. So we can talk about that a little bit towards the end. But this is what we get people to do, is imagine waking up every morning feeling energized, sexy, loving the way that your body feels, never worrying about fitting into your favorite jeans or having to go on a crazy diet to look good just for an event. Okay? So again, our philosophy is it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Okay. And we choose 28 days because all of the products that we have at USANA are cyclical every 28 days. And everybody's got a different philosophy around this. Some people say it's 21 days to build a new habit. Some people say it's 90 days to develop a new habit. But somewhere around a month is a really great introduction period to help people develop new neuro associations in their mind, new behavior habits, things like that. And that's really the design of this program, is we work with the mind, the body, and we do have a spiritual module at the end that kind of incorporates all of those different things. So it's not woo-woo in the sense of spiritual, but it is about the idea of sort of getting congruent and connected with yourself. So in a lot of ways, the Body Love program is founded in the idea of self-love, like really developing a relationship with yourself that's empowering. And I believe very, very strongly that people's relationship with food is a microcosm for the relationship that they have with themselves. And so if you can heal somebody's relationship to food, a lot of times it's a doorway or a springboard into helping them make more holistic lifestyle changes. So that's really our mission, is to empower people to live a healthy lifestyle by educating them in the basic concepts of health and wellness and giving them a clear step-by-step system that they can follow. So you can see here, we have meal plans, okay? And we have Western meal plans, we have Indian meal plans, we have Asian meal plans. So it doesn't really, we have lots of different types of meal plans. So all those are available. We have shopping lists, um, we have snack ideas. So all of that stuff is there, right? It's a totally comprehensive program. We also now have workout plans. So we have a number of different trainers that have partnered with us from different parts of the world. So I have done a number of the strength training modules that are on the program using like resistance bands, kettlebells, and then just body weight training that you can do from home. Strength training is really a core principle of our program. A lot of people don't know that if you lose a lot of times, if you lose weight, especially if you do it quickly, and you simultaneously lose muscle, it's really detrimental to your longer term health. So sometimes people say, oh, well, why am I plateauing when it comes to my weight loss? And generally it's because you're not putting on strength, you're not putting on muscle. So we have a core component of the body element of this program that's focused on gaining muscle and strength training. So I believe that people very rarely are over fat, they're under muscled. And so we really like to help people build that muscle that's going to help them with their bone health, their joint health. It's going to help them age well. It helps with joint health and just overall longevity. There's lots of studies that show that we really start to age as our muscles atrophy. So if you're able to get yourself in a situation where you can sustain, it doesn't mean like get jacked, right? But if you can help build muscle through basic strength training, then what you do is you delay actually the onset of aging. And so that's something that we teach in a lot of depth on the program as well, are the principles of strength training and why it's so important. And then you can see here where it says modules. This is the educational component. So we actually have 4 modules: the prep week, the body week, the mind week, and the spirit week. And there are video modules that go with each step of the program. And like, for example, in the prep week, we focus a lot on developing the intention and why and desire behind whatever your goals are. So what I found as a nutritionist working with people over the years is very rarely does giving people a diet plan do anything. Everybody wants, oh, I want a meal plan, I want this, and then it doesn't make any difference. Because until you change people's habits, you don't do anything meaningful for somebody's overall health and well-being, and then also something that they can carry with them. So what we do is we get really clear not only what people want, but get really clear why they want that. Like, what is the underlying reason that will help them really overcome any challenges or obstacles that they might have on the program. So we have a deep dive on creating your why. And each of the modules has like a PDF that goes with it so that you can actually go along, fill out your information. There's pinups that you can put around your house. We believe very strongly that well, you guys, a lot of you were on the training a couple of weeks ago when Inta's coach was on talking about, how your subconscious mind is so powerful when it comes to behavior. Well, I believe very strongly that if you have these auto suggestions, these sort of visual cues in your life, it really helps when it comes to building new habits. Like, for example, in our kitchen, I have a little sign that says drink water. And because drinking water is not one of my strengths, and I have I've seen a dramatic difference in my basic water intake because I constantly see that message, drink water, and it actually makes a big difference. So we have little pinups that you can put around in places. Here's just a few people. So this is Sunita. She's one of our associates, and she was a client, and then she turned into an associate later. She lost 9 kgs, went back to her original size. And her biggest concern when she first started was every time she lost weight, she felt like her face looked really weathered and I think she said haggard. And on the Body Love program, because we focus so much on sleep and hydration and losing the weight in a healthy way, she was able to lose that 9 kgs and actually has lost more since then. She's done the Body Love program a couple of times, and now she does some of the yoga routines for us on the video. So here's six signs that you're ready for the Body Love program. So you feel like no matter what you try, you can't release the extra pounds. You're tired of dieting and it never lasts because it's unrealistic or boring. You want something that's enjoyable and easy to incorporate into your lifestyle. You want a clear roadmap that helps with weight loss and helps you get healthy. You can't seem to get the motivation to work out the way that you want, and you're stressed out and you're feeling tired throughout the day. So fatigue and lack of energy is something that people almost all across the board experience. And a lot of that is simply because unstabilized blood sugar. If you have a blood sugar that is unstable and it's up and down all day long, your hormones will also be up and down all day long, and it's impossible to have sustainable energy when your blood sugar's out of whack. So the best thing to do in terms of giving yourself an immediate increase in your health and well-being is simply to figure out how using food to stabilize your blood sugar, and it will have a huge dramatic difference. This is Zata. So she lost 7 kgs in a month and a half on the first time that she did the Body Love program. She's also now an associate with us and helps guide people through the program. So these are the benefits that you or your clients can realize when they're on the program. So generally about 4 to 5 pounds in the first 7 days, and a total of like 5 to 15 pounds in the 28 days, depending on the person. Guys generally tend to lose a little bit more weight on the program just because it's, generally speaking, easier for guys to lose weight than women for hormonal reasons primarily. Create sustainable habits. Curb your cravings is a big one. When you are able to stabilize your blood sugar, basically your cravings go away. A lot of people don't know that your cravings are generally because your blood sugar drops, and that causes a release of adrenaline and cortisol in your body, which is a hormone that causes a fight or flight mechanism. And these cravings come when you become hypoglycemic. So your blood sugar drops, and then you get these really intense cravings. So when you stabilize your blood sugar, the cravings go away. And basically you only get this physical sensation of hunger when your body actually wants real nutrients. Gaining lean muscle mass, fitting into your favorite jeans or dresses. Losing weight while you're sleeping is an interesting idea. So this is really where the strength training app, the idea comes in. You have something called a resting metabolism, or a basal metabolic rate. And the reason why muscle is so important is because when you put on muscle, your basal metabolic rate, or your resting metabolic rate, which is the amount of calories basically that you burn while you're doing nothing, increases. So if, for example, you do a diet where you just lose weight, but you also lose muscle, actually your resting metabolic rate will go down, and you'll actually put on more weight in the future. So if you're able to get that resting metabolic rate up, you actually lose weight while you're sleeping, sitting, doing nothing. It's really important for sustainable weight loss. Also, simply doing a detox, getting radiant skin, and then obviously you get lifetime access to the trainings, and you can do the Body Love program as many times as you like once you become a graduate. You can even, if you have a great experience, you can even be an associate with us and help other people, help guide other people through the program. So these are the 4 modules. So we have a prep week, the mind, body, and the spirit. So the prep week is where you get your meal plans, your workout plans, your grocery lists, and we help you with the frequently asked questions. For example, a lot of people ask, why do I take the supplements twice a day? And it's very important for people to understand that, supplements have different functions when you take them in the morning and in the evening. So just basic things like that are, maybe not intuitive for people. We make sure that they're really set up. Like, for example, if you have a family, the thing that trips people up the most is actually the people that love them the most. And so, we have a lot of really practical tips for people to set up their environment to help them have the highest probability of succeeding. The mind section is really about habit formation and creating a mindset that's really going to help you while you're on the program and beyond. The body program is, again, it's about the strength training. It's about the actual nutrients, so why you're taking the nutrients that you're taking, where you can get them from food, why you're eating the food that you're eating, how to understand stress, what the massive impact that stress has on free radicals and immunity blocking in your body. And then the spirit side is really about, we have I have a couple of modules on my different approaches to meditation and breathing. It's something that is a big part of my life. I do it every day. So I teach people how to do like dragon breath and different breathing exercises, as well as mindfulness practices and meditation practices as well. This is Deep. She's my sister-in-law, my wife's sister. She's actually lost 10 kgs, about over 20 pounds in the program, and that was probably 5 years ago. So she's really had an amazing health transformation. That simmer. So here's what you get when you're on the program. Okay, so you get all the content, all the coaching, all of that stuff. You get the meal plans and you get the workout plans. And then you're also going to get 28 days supplies of the Cellsentials, which is the broad spectrum multivitamin. And the reason why we use the Cellsentials is it has a detoxification effect. It really ramps up your metabolism and your energy. So it's going to help you be able to metabolize fat. It's going to protect your proteins, and it's going to help your body deal with carbohydrates better. So be able to break down and use carbohydrates for energy better. And then we use a liver cleanse supplement. That's the Hepasil DTX. And the reason why we use the Hepasil is because your liver essentially has 2 main functions. One is really to detoxify the body. Okay, so to take the toxins that get released from the fat and help get them out of your system. And then also your liver takes big fat chunks, and it breaks them down into small fat chunks that your body is then easily able to release from its system. So actually, when you optimize your liver function, it's a really phenomenal way at helping you release fat in particular better. Okay, so we're not focusing on weight loss. We're focusing on fat release, and your liver is really fantastic at that. Also, when all of your toxicity is actually trapped inside your fat cells. So when you do break down a lot of these fat cells, and as your body releases them, it's going to simultaneously release a lot of toxins into your bloodstream and into your system. So what you don't want is for those, if you have a liver that's blocked, that's sort of backed up, those toxins can actually get re-released into your system unless you get rid of them easily. So having a really great liver cleanse is also really important. We also use the Fiber G, which is the fiber supplement, and that has a mixture between soluble and insoluble fiber. Okay, so the insoluble fiber is like a toothbrush. It goes in and cleans out the insides of your intestinal tract, and it helps clear those pathways. And then the soluble fiber, it actually what it does is it actually brings everything together in a more solid form. Actually, I reverse those two. But anyway, that's what it does. It cleans it out, and then it chunks everything together so that you can then pass it through your system. So it'll actually help. It goes hand in hand with the liver cleanse, and it will help get rid of those toxins. It will help stabilize your blood sugar. It will help stabilize your blood pressure. So it's great for blood pressure as well. And then it helps with your the cyclical nature of your bowel movements. So that's amazing, really amazing product. And then we use the magnesium, calcium, vitamin D. Okay. So the magnesium, it has a natural relaxation response in the body. So it's going to help you recover after any sort of athletic movements, helps with muscles. Also, because of the relaxation response, will help you get a much deeper sleep. And so the only time your body is actually healing itself is when it's in that anabolic mode, when you're sleeping, which is the rest and repair mode. So the magnesium will help you get into those deeper states of sleep where your body can rest and repair. And then obviously everybody needs more vitamin D. I mean, vitamin D, we're almost like 100% of the people on the planet are deficient in vitamin D, unless they live in countries where they're just exposed to sunlight all of the time. And then everybody has the option. It's not required, but you can use the shakes on the programs as well. So depending on people's goals, we recommend at least one shake a day. If they have more aggressive fat loss goals, then they can actually up it to 2 shakes a day if they want. And so the protein shakes are really important because obviously they help you get protein. I can't really go into it now, but I cannot understate the importance of protein when it comes to your health now and your health in the future. The thing that we need more than anything else each day is to feed our muscles and to help get that protein. And it's really hard to get adequate amounts of protein just from food alone. So you need anywhere between north of 100 grams of protein a day spread out over the day. So the protein shakes are just a really great way of being able to get some additional protein throughout the day, especially if you don't eat animal products. Sometimes it's really hard to get those high levels of quality protein. So that's amazing. I take 2 a day when I'm doing my training now. It just depends on different people's lifestyles. It also helps keep you full, and it's very easy and convenient. Like that helps curb the cravings. And then we have a WhatsApp group, we have a Facebook group, we have, we're doing motivation and messages every day. Today I did a short video on how to do proper push-ups and how to do some mind-body stuff as well. So people are always posting their meals and like pictures of themselves after they work out. So community is something that's super important. We very rarely achieve much in life when we're just doing it on our own, right? It really helps when we're doing things in a community. So we've created a tribe of coaches and clients, past and current, that are part of these programs and really support each other and help you pull for each other's goals. So here's just a number of other testimonies. You can go on and check those out. The basic nutrient kit is basically without the shakes. So you can do the program with just the supplements and focus more on detoxification, energy, strength training, things like that. You can do that with the basic nutrition kit. The optimal nutrition kit is where you're incorporating the shakes and stuff. This is actually in the US, the prices are less expensive than that. Our product range is actually priced really well in America. So you can probably get this whole thing for about $250 to $250, something like that. So that's very easy. And then these are just a lot of people. You can see this is actually me. I don't know if I can. So this was me 8 years ago, and this is me last year when we did the program. So you can see, it's not like I've lost a whole lot of weight, but I was like super inflamed. My skin was terrible. That's when I was like, 25 years old or something like that. And this is me. This is me now. So I've really increased the quality of my skin, lots of different things doing this program. This is William. A lot of guys have met William before or seen him before. This was William before he joined USANA. This is William at my wedding in India. And he's actually even lost more weight now. So he's at, I think, 36 kgs lost now. But even more than just the weight loss, if you see him now, his skin, he literally looks like he's like 15 years younger. So that's really amazing. So you can come on here and see some of these transformations. This is one of my guys in Indonesia, really amazing. He lost 30 kgs in about 3 months time, just full on committed to the program. He also did intermittent fasting. So this presentation here doesn't talk about intermittent fasting. I talk about it a lot on the program, and I'll sort of take people aside separately that really want to learn how to do time restricted eating and intermittent fasting. It's something that I've done every day for almost 3 years. So it's something that I know a lot about, and I'm deeply in support of it. Men and women have to do it differently, but we also encourage people to do that on the program if they want to. It's not a requirement. So that's basically it. I just really wanted to kind of give you guys a look under the hood in terms of what this program looks like. And so do you guys have any questions about that?
Where can you find this information, Nathan? Like if you wanted to register?
Yeah, so I can send you the link. It's just Glamour and Purpose /bodyloveprogram.com.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll send it to you in the text.
Okay.
So if you do want to do it, obviously it'll take a couple of days for your products to get here, but there's a lot of work that you can do between now and when the products come. And then I always do a personal intake call with people where we actually go through a process of getting really connected to, what you want to create and why.
Okay. Yeah, I can actually do that on another level with you because the shakes, I know that you like those, and I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Mm-hmm.
As a beginner. I didn't realize that they were so much protein, but at the same time, I feel that it's very heavy, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the idea of like supplementing a meal, but I think I just have to, it's like mind over matter. It's like, you eat food, but then you've got to get used to supplementing at least one meal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and once you understand a little bit more of the science behind it, and then you get used to it, it's different. Like actually, to be honest, my mom does 2 shakes a day, but she splits them in 2 generally.
Okay.
So, there are ways that you can do that. I mean, ultimately, you don't want to give up joy along the way, right? So we
I don't want to
find
give up pizza. I'm just kidding.
you don't get that much joy. But
um,
but I will say this, it's interesting you say that. There are some things that you can do, not probably while you're on the program, but post the
right.
program. Like we make cauliflower crust pizza a lot and use very specific toppings and stuff, and it's still super delicious. And it's really healthy actually. So these are the things where there are workarounds in life where you can eat the
Yeah.
stuff that you love and not feel like you have to give up.
Right. So it's just, not depriving yourself. Yeah.
Yes, it's a big part of this program is we want to teach people how to live healthy without feeling like they're losing something, missing something like that. And
Right.
I will tell you with a guarantee that as you go through this process, your your brain chemicals will actually change, and the things that you crave will change when you go through this process. And so there are things that you sort of hunger for normally that will go away. And that doesn't mean you never eat them again. It just means that you can kind of eat them, when you choose to, and not because you feel like compelled to eat them.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.